Hi, Simon from The Whole Thing. I'm very excited to share some top tips on communication and sales negotiation. Communication is vital. It encourages trust, it can help your influence ability, and it can help you win more than you lose. And that's what we want, profitable sales business. Communication is very important. So what's my number one tip? Number one, or my first of the top 5 tips, is be aware of the whole message. Now what I mean here, ladies and gentlemen, is think about 3 elements of communication. Yeah, the first element is words. The words are important. That's your value proposition. What you say is very important. The second element is your voice. Your voice can be either energetic or it can be very passive like this. So we want voice to be recognized as important. And the other important element is non-verbal elements. Yes, your facial expression, how your body's positioned. Yes, so be aware of your whole message. Dr. Maharabian, he researched the impact of these elements on the conveyance of any message. And he suggested, well, that 7% of the impact was words, quite low. 38% is in voice, and then 55% is non-verbal elements, impacting the communication message significantly. So it's very important. My second tip is be positive. Use positive, enthusiastic language. That means language now has 3 elements. Be energetic with your voice. Yes, make sure you've got eye contact and you're leaning forward when you're selling. You're encouraged, you're enthused to tell somebody about your product and your service. It's very important. If you sit back and you lie back in your chair and you look lazy, the buyer will not be impressed. They want to see somebody who's alert and got energy in their communication. So number 2 is use positive, enthusiastic language. Be professionally assertive. Now, professionally assertive requires rational thinking. It's away from emotional reaction. The emotion either could be to fight, be aggressive, or flight, run away and be submissive. A salesperson needs to be professionally assertive, rational in their thinking, composed. We need to listen, we need to think, absorb, and then act, rather than be emotional. Get what you want without hurting the other person's opinion. That's being professionally assertive. It's very important. So tip number 4 is question before we tell. Now, salespeople are very good at telling. Yes, we like talking, we can't help it. This is something that makes us a salesperson. But we've got 2 ears and 1 mouth, as my mother, God bless her, told me. So it's very important that we listen and we question so that we extract the information that we need to construct our proposal and to take advantage of something somebody said previously, which they're more likely to do a second time. So question before telling is tip number 4. Number 5 is actively listen at all times. So this is very important, active listening in terms of nodding to your customer or your prospect. Yes, looking at them in the eye, reflecting back what they've just said for deeper understanding. So communication and sales negotiation wins or loses business. It catches trust or it can lose trust very quickly. And I've got 5 top tips. Be aware of the whole message. We've got 3 elements of communication. Words, yes, voice, and non-verbal elements. Be positive and enthusiastic, tip number 2. Tip number 3 is be professionally assertive. Be rational in our reaction and not emotional. Question before tell. We've got 2 ears and 1 mouth. Let's do it in that proportion, perhaps even more. It's very important. And then when somebody is telling us and responding to our questions, actively listen. Demonstrate an interest. This will help your communication practice. I wish you all the very best in your sales negotiation and in your efforts to improve your communication. I look forward to the prospect of meeting you soon. Thank you very much.